So Al, what do you think of the new Spider-Man cards being shown off here?
Eh, fine.
Yeah, it's pretty meh. We were kind of talking about it before we started recording, but it's like kind of just meh.
I get their at least the ones that they've shown off are kind of going for like the classic comic book look, but especially when they're contrasted against like I get that was a secret layer too, the other like Marvel superheroes that were put out. Those just all look so much better than these though. I don't know,
Yeah,
it's just my opinion, but
I don't know. I look at them compared to like the recent like Final Fantasy ones or whatever, and I feel like the Final Fantasy set has so much flavor, whereas like the Spider-Man one just eh.
there's not a whole lot here.
Like the fact is that Spider-Man himself is called the Sensational Spider-Man. They didn't go with spectacular. They didn't go with amazing.
Any of the names that Spidey normally goes by.
Sensational. What?
Maybe they'll put out like different versions of Spider-Man, and there will be like an Amazing Spider-Man.
I hope there is like this is just
Spectacular
like
Spider-Man.
yeah. There's like the Ultimate Spider-Man will just be like Miles Morales or whatever.
Yeah, obviously we have like that. We have Spider-Gwen that's going to come out. They haven't revealed any of that yet.
Yeah.
I know I say this for
the set doesn't come out until September.
yeah. I know I say this for basically every Spider-Man related thing that ever comes out, but I need one card that has the Tobey Maguire suit on it.
Right.
That is it's the best one. It's sad how nostalgic people are for that, but I can't comment on it because I'm super nostalgic for that.
It is pretty nostalgic to see that like OG Tobey Maguire suit. Yeah. So I always thought it was super interesting when they kind of basically like when they did for No Way Home, it was like that they had to like recreate the suit because it was like just torn into shit and tatters.
Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of cool. Whereas like
but
you look at it and you're like, man, you couldn't even tell the difference.
But everyone they just needed to bring Toby back. That's the thing. That's everybody's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They also brought Andrew Garfield back.
Did.
Have you watched that movie since we saw it in theaters?
Yes, I have.
I have watched it only once. I still really enjoyed it, but I've seen a lot of people saying like it only gets worse the more time you watch it, or it just doesn't hold up because it relies so much on nostalgia. I wanted to know what you think about that.
I can see that because it's just like you were excited to see you're excited to see like the old Spider-Man or whatever, especially for like us who grew up with like, obviously OG Tobey Maguire and then later the Andrew Garfield one or whatever. So it was like, yes, it is packed full of nostalgia, and this plot, when you really think about it, is kind of convoluted in ways. But in the end, that's just comic books in general, so it reads like a comic book and is just fun.
I still think it's a really good Spider-Man movie.
Absolutely. I think it's perfectly fine. Like I don't know. I feel like it's just like become the thing to hate Marvel now. It feels like.
And we've done a bit of shit talking on Marvel on this podcast, but at the same time, it's no reason to just blanket call like, oh, everything in Marvel is generic. It's all bad. It's all. They're
all relying on nostalgia. That's why they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom. And I'm like, while not wrong, is at the same time, if it's actually good and done well, it can be fine.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like for like Brave New World, if it was good, I'd give it a chance. Like if I saw a bunch of people being like, "Oh yeah, this movie, it's the shit. We should all, everybody should go watch it." And like, oh, well, I guess it's a shit. I better go watch it. It's stuff like that. Just because it's post Endgame doesn't mean like everything is going to be bad all the time. It's like I really like No Way Home, and
I don't understand. I liked Wakanda Forever. I liked a Multiverse of Madness.
I don't understand how we're still in the minority for Multiverse of Madness. Every time I talk to somebody about that movie, they're like, "Man, that movie sucked. It was such
so
a disappointment."
I loved it.
I don't get why so many people don't like that movie.
Here's my general thought. People don't like when heroes do badass and be this like weird thing or whatever type thing. It's like I don't understand it. I'll never understand when like the coolest scene to me is like when he's going to face off against the Scarlet Witch or whatever, and he like possesses his dead body of his other self, basically grabs all the guys from the thing and makes a cape out of it. That is the coolest fucking thing I had ever fucking seen to that point. It was like 10 out of 10 scene. So great. Everyone says that is a shit scene. I'm like, what is shit about this scene? This is awesome. Everything looks great and everything like that. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, dude.
It's like, we just don't want nostalgia. We don't want the Illuminati was such a bad thing or whatever. But that's the point of them. That was the point of them. Like, I don't think that's what people understand. It's like when the Illuminati show up, thinking that the Scarlet Witch will be no big deal or whatever. We'll just deal with her and come back and deal with you, Stephen Strange or whatever. And he's just like, oh, you guys are so fucked. And it's like, but that's the point. That's the role they serve in that story or whatever, because they're undervaluing the Scarlet Witch.
To show off, just like, she's going to fuck these people up.
Yeah.
Just to show off us, like, what a huge threat that she was.
Yeah. And it's just like, and then they took her, like, just, yeah, it's just like, to just, I don't know. It's just like, I just don't understand, like, why people continue to say, like, it's like, well, it didn't do anything for the, like, that's the thing is, like, if it doesn't do anything for the greater MCU, then nobody gives a shit for some reason. I guess people also didn't like America Chavez, and I'm like, I don't understand. I thought she did fine.
Was that a TV show?
No, that was the girl that.
Oh, in No Way Home, yeah, okay.
Or yeah, in Multiverse.
In Multiverse, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's like the interdimensional like girl that can like jump between dimensions, basically.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot that character's name for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's like, I guess the idea is that you can't just have, like, it feels like when you do like superhero movies these days, if it just focuses on one hero, or even if it means great character growth for that hero, nobody cares. And I was like, why?
And it's just the weirdest thing to me too, because it's like, well, yeah, it's not doing so much for the greater MCU, but then you look at the new Captain America movie, right? Mm-hmm. All that really does is reference, the greater MCU, and it's like, oh yeah, it's adding all this stuff to the MCU, and it's referencing all these other movies, and it's like a lot of people are like, well, I don't get it, I don't like it, and it's like, okay, well, what do you want? Like, do you want like a good solo Captain America movie? Or do you want every, movie basically to be just another version of an Avengers movie?
We want Chris Evans back. We don't want Falcon to take over as Captain America.
Okay. Yeah, that is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
I don't get it either. Like, they shouldn't have made Chris Evans retire and get old and stuff like that. No, they should have kept Robert Downey Jr. alive so he could stay as Iron Man again.
Because both of those actors totally wanted to keep being those superheroes.
Absolutely,
and they were going 100%. To do them forever. Oh my god, it's so annoying, because it's like, you're a grown man saying this about a superhero movie. It's like, no, I'm gonna sit here and complain about Falcon being Captain America now, as if anyone should give a shit like that. Like, out of all the problems that movie has, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like, okay, buddy. Okay.
I can see no matter what I say to you, nothing's going to make a difference.
Yeah, it's just one of those people that love to hate stuff and don't feel good about themselves and hate their lives and are probably living sad, horrible lives with their small YouTube channels in their parents' basements. Anyway, going back to Spider-Man, I just also think it's funny because at the end of No Way Home, they set, Tom Holland's character up to be like, oh, he's gonna, do more grounded, like, Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield-esque stuff.
Just be more like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man that we've all known and love.
Yeah, and a bunch of people are like, well, what is he gonna do? He's supposed to lead the Avengers again, or apparently the next Tom Holland movie is going to be like a big, like, universe-shattering like Spider-Verse movie, and it's like, can we just have one? Tom Holland doesn't have his, Otto Octavius yet. Let him fight Doc Ock. Let him
Right?
fight, you know, a different Spider-Man villain. Like, bring in well, he did fight the Vulture. Shit.
He did.
Oh no, Rhino or some shit. There's
Because
there's
that went
stuff
so well in the Craven.
Listen, they can do better this time.
they could do it
They
right.
they may have fucked him up in Craven and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the Amazing Spider-Man video game, but he was good in the other Spider-Man video
No,
games.
I'm just saying we need Ned to become the Hobgoblin because he'll be so mad about at Peter for not like reminding them about him and stuff like that, and he's just like, you promised you'd come find us.
Dude, that'd be so fucking
That's what
funny.
everyone's fan theory has been for so long, and I'm just like, dude, I want that. That sounds awesome.
So, first off, he needs a Green Goblin one way or the other. You know who? He also, I think, would make for a great Doc Ock. I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be a decent one too. I think Hobgoblin just kind of makes more sense, but yeah, I can see your point.
But no, he does make more sense because he's Peter's best friend, just like Harry was in the comic books.
Yeah.
We need a Green Goblin first, though, is the thing.
Right.
And it's like he would and he would like take after him. Man, they could set up so much cool shit now. And then there are rumors that they're bringing, Miles Morales into that. It's like there's stuff to look forward to in the MCU.
Yeah.
Dude, when the fuck are we getting the next Spider-Verse movie? I'm so fucking pissed. Apparently that's not coming until next year now.
Yeah, whenever the voice actor for Miles can get off his bullshit. What is Shamik Moore or whatever I think his name is?
Oh, yeah, because he was doing all that creepy stuff with the Gwen voice actor.
And a bunch of others apparently as well.
Oh, God.
It was just
are they gonna just have to recast him? Or?
I mean, if they do, I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world.
No. It's like, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I'd get it. So, I'm with you. I was like, they need to finish it. First off, they need to finish it. But I was like, God, I don't want them to just go like, oh, we're just so tired with this. Whatever, just throw this out here. Throw this dog shit out here. I'm like, no, the first two were so good. We need a great ending to this. I'm sorry, like,
because it is going to be a trilogy. This is going to be the last one.
Yes.
Hmm.
Swear to God.
It still does not have a release date.
Nope.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, I think the hard rumors was that it was going to be pushed to 2026.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah. Eventually.
Damn. Because when did Across the Spider-Verse come out?
It's 20. It was
23.
Yeah, it was 23.
It came out 2 years ago, bro.
Well, and also
it's going to be at least another year before the next part comes out.
And wasn't like the rumor initially that it was going to be coming out like the next year, like when the Across the Spider-Verse. And I'm sitting here going, that's not a lot of time. Like, I was thinking that like that's too short. I was like, unless they're like really already deep into development for Beyond the Spider-Verse, I'm just sitting here going, just like, that's not going to happen.
I think they already got the story figured out.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they've had the story figured out, but I'm just like, for the visual like amazingness that is the Spider-Verse. I'm like, that's not a lot of time to animate.
The problem is that they just got stuck with. I hate saying this about the Amazing Spider-Verse movies, but they kind of got stuck with a bunch of really shitty people making them.
Yeah,
it's like the director is just apparently. I don't like I don't like saying this, but apparently the director for Across the Spider-Verse, apparently working under him was just an absolute nightmare. It's like animators had to go back and redo scenes just because he wanted them redone. Shit took like way longer than it had any right to. Entire scenes were added and then deleted later after he just said he didn't like them. Then all this other shit with Shamik Moore, it's like, God damn, dude. What a what a horrible process for a great set of movies.
Yeah. The thing is like,
Mm.
don't one. I don't, there's no way Sony, I feel like, cancels it at this point.
No, there's no way.
There's no way, but it's just like, if they, I was like, because it would, like, regardless of whether or not it's going to be good, people will go out and go see it because they want to see the ending of it.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it'll be good. It should be.
but too much is invested at this point. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh, but dude, if they provide all that setup for the last movie and then just
And then just
abandon it,
fall short or abandon it. Yeah. God, it'd be, everyone would be thinking of the what if or whatever and stuff like that. It'd be like, man, it's like, we're really just gonna leave Miles like hanging in front of him, you know, himself in the other dimension. And you're like, ooh, yeah, I guess that would be the where he's left off, huh? Look, in reality, we just need more movies with Tom Holland Spider-Man, just so we can get more of Jay Jonah. It's like, really, that's all. That's really all we need. We need we need Peter to go to Jonah and just go like, hey, I know the guy, I know, like, he'll pose for pictures for me, so I could get pictures for you. And he goes, bring me more pictures of Spider-Man. Like, I'm just saying, they got to do that. They got to do that in the next film.
Or they do something super cringy, like Tom Holland tries to give Spider-Man an OnlyFans or something like that. I can get all the pictures of Spider-Man I want for just $10 a month.
Exactly. Have like the, what is it, the like under the, what is it, the underwear like spider suit or whatever from like the Marvel Spider-Man games.
Oh god.
Like, I could pose in that one too.
We know anything yet about the next Tom Holland movie, like at all?
Not
Like
a
if that's
damn
even
clue.
happening?
I think
Oh my
it's
god.
happening, isn't it? I thought I heard that it was like in production.
I mean, we don't even have a title for it yet. We already know what the next two Avengers movies are going to be called.
That's true. I just want them to show off more cards for the Final Fantasy set. I just keep looking, and I keep looking at this fucking giant jumbo cactuar and just going like, Jesus Christ. Everyone's just losing their damn mind about
Yeah,
jumbo cactuar.
I mean, we did predict it. Like everyone's going nuts over it. I hate to say that we called that shit, but we absolutely called that
I love
shit.
how people is the cactuar problem. I'm just like, yes. Oh man. I mean, you look at it and you're just going, this is too fucking insane to like not try, right?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta try it.
I mean, Mono Green too, it's like you can ramp up really quickly to
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's
Cactuar.
7 mana. It's green. You play that shit on turn 4.
You have basically every, like, yeah.
It's like, turn 1, you play exploration, play an extra land. That extra land then becomes like another like explorer thing or whatever. Play another land.
Like
Cultivate the next turn after that. Hey, look, you're up to 5 mana already, and it's turn 2. I just want more cards.
Fair enough.
Just want it. Set doesn't come out for a while. I don't even know when, but I just want it.
I'm curious as to when we're getting more looks at the Spider-Man cards now. I didn't even know this was happening.
Yeah, I just saw that on Reddit earlier today, and I was just like, they're adding. I was like, oh yeah, I guess they weren't a part of like the first like secret layer of Marvel ones.
You know, it's weird. So I do think eventually, like, Marvel should hopefully get a full, like, Universes Beyond. I think that's a little weird that Marvel as a whole isn't getting a Universes Beyond.
I'm sure at
Spider-Man
some
is.
point.
But I get that. So, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So for secret layers, it something else that surprises me is, well, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised how well the Hatsune Miku cards have done. Apparently, like, that's for Secret Lair their best-selling set ever, basically. They've made like 3 whole series of Hatsune Miku. How
Yeah,
long do you think we get like a full like Hatsune Miku like mainline set for Magic the Gathering?
give it like a year.
I guess.
When they announced their next full lineup of Universes Beyond stuff.
Did they do that at like the beginning of the year, or is there like a
I don't
specific
know.
date?
Like I thought I don't even know what they're doing after the Final Fantasy set.
It's true. I'm sure we'll figure out sooner rather than later. They've got to keep doing stuff,
Oh, I mean, absolutely. It makes too much
and
fucking money not to.
it does make too much fucking money.
You kidding me? Like people like what was it? I remember seeing like I think it was a pic or it was like a video by the professor talking about how Magic's big problem with the Universe Beyond, and it's not the Universe Beyond cards that are the problem. It's that the mainline sets are so boring in comparison to the Universe Beyond sets that some of those cards are just being overlooked or just not really taken seriously or something like that. Or I don't know.
That's kind of true. I kind of. It seems like they're trying to rectify that with the whole like racing set
Wait,
recently.
what? Okay, sorry. I'm listening, but I just looked at this. Apparently, the Universe Beyond sets are going to be in standard format moving forward. What?
They weren't already.
No, they always went to they went straight to modern. Like they weren't part of the standard rotation. That's pretty fucking wild. Mono green Stompy Jumbo Cactuar for the win. That's pretty wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was announced months ago. Jesus Christ. Oh. So much I play standard Magic.
I haven't been keeping up with the lore that they've been putting out. I feel like it just kind of dropped off pretty hard after the War of the Spark. Even for War of the Spark, I feel like there was a lot of anticipation for that, and
Well, it was like
they got
and then there was like you had March of Machines with like kind of bringing back the
the Eldrazi.
I mean, yes, it was Eldrazi, but it was the Praetors or whatever. So you had like the
Mhm.
Phyrexians. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh, the Phyrexians are coming back or whatever, and then like March of Machines and what was that set? What was that set after that one called?
It wasn't the Cowboy one that came next, right?
No. It was
That was a
another one
few
that
sets
was
later.
with the Phyrexians as well. Oh yeah, it was Phyrexia All Will Be Done, and then or All Will Be One, and then it was March of the Machine, which was like the because it was like the whole thing. It was like, oh, the Phyrexians are fucking up the world again, basically, and so it was just like that was really cool and stuff like that. But then March of the Machines, like the set was cool, but like when you think about the lore in general, it was like kind of bad. It started out so good and then went so bad. Yeah, let's set up this big ass fight with all the Phyrexians and stuff like that, and the everything like that. All right, cool. Let's go in and fight to the bitter end, and they all just stop. Oh no, they are broken, and that's how it ends. And you're like, wow, there wasn't even a big major battle in the end. Nothing like, Tamio died, and then it didn't matter because she had a scroll to bring her back to life. Cool. What was the point of any of this?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, but a few Planeswalkers lost their spark or whatever, only to find it back 2 sets later.
Yeah, they need a big win. They need to bring back like
They just need to bring like, I mean, now that Dragons of Tarkir is coming back around or whatever, and that was kind of like Ugin and like when we first started hearing about Ugin and Nico Bolas and stuff like that.
Maybe it's
people are thinking that maybe it's time to break out Bolas again.
Maybe it's time to bring Bolas back. You know,
it's like we're really struggling with the lore and stuff like that, and keeping people interested. So you know what, Bolas, we've been saving, we've been really making sure that everything is just right, and now it's your time again, baby.
What was that one Thanos quote from Endgame? It's like you explored all of time and space, and it all led you back here,
Yeah.
right back to me.
Yeah. You couldn't live with your failures, so where did that lead you? Right back to me.
Back to me.
It's a great quote, but it's just like, yeah, it applies so
Just
so
imagine,
well.
just imagine like Ebola saying that to the Magic game designers. It's like,
Imagine it's just the gate watch or whatever that just like just strolls
missed
up
me,
right
didn't
up to
ya?
Nico Bolas and is like, you missed me.
Dude,
And then
legit
they just
though.
point at him and it's like, we couldn't stay away from you.
Ah, you silly character. Get
Uh,
out of here, you.
well, one of the cooler things I remember from like War of the Spark or whatever was like Liliana like Gideon actually died. Like he actually died.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it was just like, and Liliana blamed herself for it. And like, so much so that she basically went to another plane, changed her name and everything like that, and tried to run away from it all, only for her not to be able to run away. And it was just like, that was kind of cool. And then never, ever, ever brought up again. And you're like, well, that's just upsetting. So,
I mean, I do get how some people see them as boring. At least the next, it does seem like that nowadays they're trying to ramp things back up again because going back to Tarkir, having dragons like uh, we just talked about him. I can't remember his fucking name.
Bolus?
God damn it, Ugin.
Oh, Ugin?
No, not Bolus. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ugin coming back because we know Ugin's coming back. He's the face of the set for
I
heaven's
think
sakes.
he is.
I mean, he is. It's like if you go to Magic's website, like I'm here right now on Tarkir Dragonstorm, like literally right next to is a huge image of Ugin the Spirit Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
If they don't bring him back, it's like that's the biggest cock tease of all time. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm obviously excited for this set because I like dragons, but go figure.
To me, it's just like, if it feels like recent sets are sort of just like,
Seems like they're trying gimmicks.
yeah, they feel like gimmicks, right? Like they like none of the like these are like, oh, they're kind of like cool, like almost feels like spin-offs in a way rather than like the sets themselves. Like it with like Aether Drift and stuff like that. It's like just feels so odd or whatever. Thunder Junction or whatever it was called.
It's like cowboys, and we're going racing. Now we're bringing dragons back for a little bit. The set after that is apparently taking place in outer space.
It's like, yeah, that.
Okay, I'll admit
like even like
pretty
Dust,
dope.
like Dustmore,
This
like
looks pretty cool.
House of Horror or whatever was literally is just Clue.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like they're trying to do things to try and win people back to like the main sets because the lore kind of got all screwy there for a second. Magic just needs like a good direction because like for a while there they knew exactly what they were doing. There was all these events that eventually led up to War of the Spark. Before that, obviously you had all the shit with the Phyrexians and the Eldrazi. We need a good it's kind of like what we've been saying for the MCU. We need like a good big like main threat right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like the last time like I was really like interested with the idea of like was March of the Machine with like the Phyrexians literally like trying to basically bring all the different universes like together in one, basically that all will be one because they wanted everything to be one.
Whatever happened with that?
It was they set up this big fight or whatever. The Gatewatch was fucking thrown asunder or whatever, and then they were like gearing up for this final battle. And right as it was about to happen, they went, "Oh no, they are broken!" And then all they just stopped because fucking Shieldred got killed by somebody, one of the other Phyrexians, and it was just like, and then they all because they didn't have their power source, they got broken. And then Bren used fucking the power of the Realm Breaker or whatever to fix the universe, and everything went back to normal. It was very anticlimactic, I remember, and I was just like, that's upsetting. There was no big battle. There was no nothing. Tamio lived somehow. Somehow Tamio lived, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I'm
it was
sorry.
like, even though she sacrificed herself to, you know, make sure the Gatewatch could get away alive, and then it just didn't matter. You
So
went, mm,
is there a big bag right now? It's like,
I have
why are
no
they
idea.
racing?
That's what I was trying to figure out too. I was like, it feels like the last like 3 or 4 sets have been just kind of like, oh, Aether Drift, they're racing. House of the like, oh, we're gonna solve a murder type thing and stuff like that. Bloomburrow is just like something weird and different. Like Thunder Junction, it's like we're cowboys now, and it's like what?
I mean, looking like previous sets did have themes, like obviously with first set that I played in, was it Ixalan? I think it was. Because and you had stuff, like pirates and dinosaurs, and then afterwards, you had like Egyptian stuff, and I do not remember what these fucking sets are called. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah,
and
but it was like
like there
it
were
was a good
themes,
time to
but
join because around that time
yeah,
was they were setting up Bolus basically. It's like Bolus was behind everything.
a lot of things were happening in the backgrounds of all these different, settings. I'm just, it doesn't seem like what's going on in a lot of these sets is super compelling.
Yeah,
So they
kind of
really
how I
need
look
to
at it.
set something. They really need to set something up. It's like the Phyrexians, they could have stuck with that for so much longer than they did.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like we need a big bad right now, just something to ultimately work towards, and it doesn't have to be the Phyrexians or Bolus or you know the Eldrazi or whatever. It can
Just
be something.
something that's messing up the multiverse or something like that. Like
Yeah, something.
that's really all you need.
You can bring up something like completely new, completely different, and that would be fine. It would work. Like you said, we need something to fuck up the multiverse.
Look, I'm just saying, if you wanted to bring back Eldrazi, you went back to Innistrad for a remaster set. So
Hmm.
I'm just saying, Emrakul's
You
still in
could.
that Silver Moon. Like Bolus, you put her in the Silver Moon for a reason to one day use them, right? Be pretty neat.
Didn't he play a game of chess with Jace or something and he lost? And that's why he got put in the moon, or am I
No,
completely forgetting that?
it was like they were like there was this there was the big battle, and it was the first instance of the Gatewatch, kind of in the thing or whatever. Basically, it's
Mm,
like in the end they use these hedrons that are on that were on Zendikar and Innistrad
that's right.
to
Okay.
like turn the Eldrazi's to stone basically, or like just like what was it like? Basically freezes them in time, basically in the earth itself.
Hmm.
So it was just like, oh, Emrakul, seeing that was a thing, she then used her mind control of Tamio to use her powers to seal her into the Silver Moon. And I think it'd be so fucking cool to have a Emrakul that is a planeswalker, an Eldrazi colorless planeswalker that would just be so sick. They made a fucking in the Aether Drift set. They made one that was an equipment planeswalker with the Aether Spark.
Dude, that's what Venom should have done. I'm not. I'm just not gonna be able to get over that.
Yeah. I also find it so funny as well that Magic is just kind of doing like what a lot of people hate about when it comes to like sports cards or whatever, just the mass
Mm,
amount of variations that each card has now.
yeah.
And it's like it's cool to have art like different art forms of like these things or whatever, but at some point we're getting a little out of hand.
Maybe just make some new cards.
Yeah, you know? Like, oh, there was at one point there was just like extended arts, maybe there was a borderless or whatever. There was the normal, then there was the foil back when foils, fucking mattered.
Yeah.
I was just find that so funny, especially with like Aether Drift. They have like the whatever they're called, first place foils. It's just like
that everybody basically universally hates.
I mean, they just look ugly and weird. Like they're gold, and it's just like, ugh.
The whole idea of that set is just so weird. Dude, if they wanted to make a fucking Magic the Gathering cart, like, go ahead and do it. To just do this is just a bit
Just
bizarre.
so weird.
Man, that's so funny that they did this in Magic lore, though. It's like, hey, we kind of got nothing else to do. Let's play Mario Kart.
Yeah, let's go racing, you know?
Hey, Bowser, let's put our our little quabble aside and do some karting.
You know,
Why the hell
I'm a little
not?
disappointed that there's not a card in this set that's like banana peel, where you can just drive over the banana peel and spin out.
Why wouldn't they have items like that?
Right?
That would have been so fun.
Like you just have artifact banana peel.
And it doesn't even have to be anything crazy, just flavorful. Like target creature can't attack for like 2 turns or whatever.
Yeah, or like yeah, it was basically just like I don't know, something simple like that.
They did announce the next Universes Beyond after Final Fantasy, by the way. I just remembered that.
Oh yeah, what is
It's
it?
Avatar: The Last
Oh,
Airbender.
that's right. Yeah, I did remember seeing Avatar. Yeah, playing Magic in 2025 is gonna be so weird.
It's gonna be really freaking bizarre.
You'll have Cloud Strife facing off against Aang.
Yeah.
Boy, what a time! Then you got the SpongeBob secret layer. Oof, up against SpongeBob.
Have we seen the cards from the SpongeBob Secret Lair?
I have no idea.
I'm curious as to what they look like. Here we go. Is one of the cards the secret formula? I like how everyone's reaction to the SpongeBob Secret Lair has just been, "This is terrible. Why do we need this?"
Because isn't this like a big anniversary or whatever for SpongeBob?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we'll always have flesh and blood.
I mean,
What?
yeah, I feel like Magic the Gathering is just going to be like, when are they going to announce like the One Piece crossover? When are they going to announce like the universe beyond One Piece? When are they going to announce the universe beyond Naruto or some shit?
It really is just becoming the Fortnite of card
that's,
games.
that's what I'm saying. It's like we're just becoming Fortnite at this point, right?
I'm almost okay with that, honestly.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty funny to just like, oh yeah, what are you playing today for? Well, I was like, oh yeah, let's play a bit of Commander. You know what you playing? And it's like, oh yeah, I got like this Cloud Strife deck or whatever. It's like, all right, cool. What you playing? I'm gonna play SpongeBob. What?
I'm gonna play SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
A buddy of mine is coming in. Who's he gonna play? He's gonna play Spider-Man, and he's bringing his other buddy over that's playing Godzilla.
Yeah. And then, hey, we got this fifth person over here. He's playing Hatsune Miku.
I swear to God, if we get a Secret Lair Family Guy set, I will never
Peter.
fucking forget this game. Dude, imagine.
I feel like we're gonna get Simpsons before Family Guy, though, right?
You would hope so.
I would think so.
Was Simpsons in Fortnite before Family Guy was?
I have no
Is the
idea.
thing. Dude, imagine Magic has the opportunity to do the craziest fucking thing here. Imagine if they do a Magic X Yu-Gi-Oh crossover, and we get like the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon and Magic the Gathering.
That'd be awesome, dude. That's
That'd
great.
be really fucking
That'd be so
cool.
fucking funny. Imagine Yu-Gi-Oh then starts making like magic cards into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh my god. You have Ugin the Spirit Dragon. You got Nico Bolas, the God Pharaoh.
That'd be really fucking cool, though, is the thing.
That'd be so
That'd
cool.
be really funny.
That'd be so cool. Oh man, that'd be great.
Dude, let's take this a step further. Let's say like 5 years from now, they say, "Hey, we're partnering with other this other card game. It's called Flesh and Blood. And they bring like Dash and, like
Bring Dash,
Dwayne or whatever
Dorinthia, or something like that. Like what were the original like 8 heroes or whatever? There was like 8 heroes at the
Bravo.
start. Bravo, yeah. Bravo the showstopper.
Just make them like stupidly powerful. It's like when you play this creature, gain like 10,000 treasures or some bullshit like that.
Hey, 10,000 treasures, just like Jumbo Cactuar.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, I like the idea of Magic crossing over with other card games.
That does sound really fun.
That's very funny.
What are some other ones that they could do aside from like Pokemon?
Like card games or just like
Like card games, yeah.
Star Wars, Disney.
I guess Disney does have their own card game now. They have Lorcana.
Yeah.
Does Star Wars have its own card game
they
now?
do. They've had it for a while now.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never really looked into it. I just know it's a thing.
It's another weird one that's come out recently, and this is like very recent that I'm talking. Apparently, I think it's Hololive, but a bunch of VTubers have made their own like collectible card game now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I kind of want to get a. I'll be honest. I'm not sure if it's any good. I just want to see it.
I was only reason I know that is a thing is because I was watching Ray, and he got like sent 2 boxes from like the people who make them or whatever.
Yeah.
So before Super Bowl Sunday, he streamed himself opening those 2 boxes, and I was just like, "What?"
Do they look cool? Like,
I mean, they're all right. It's just so weird. They're up on YouTube, so you can look it up.
Okay. I'd say Bakugan, but that game has been dead for like ever now.
Dude, Beyblade. We gotta have a Beyblade crossover.
Dude, no, never. That'd be like making a Battle Masters crossover. It'd just be a complete fucking waste of everyone's time. Like, take properties that people give a fuck about.
Digimon.
Okay.
So you really had to think about that one.
I don't want to say mean because a lot of people have fond memories of Digimon, but a lot of people still think of Digimon as just a Pokemon ripoff.
I mean, it was, but at the same time, it was also like somewhat good still.
Okay. What are some like crossovers that you'd like to see Magic have? I guess is a good question.
At this point,
yeah. I mean, here's the thing: you're already getting your wish granted. You're getting
absolutely. I've already gotten my wish. I was like my wish twice with the Lord of the Rings and now Final Fantasy, and I'm just like, can I ask for more? Am I allowed?
How about a Legend of Zelda set?
See, that is something realistically I could see happening.
That shit would go so hard.
So hard. Like I feel like at that point it'd just be like a Nintendo crossover at that point where it's like where you'd have like Mario cards and like Zelda and whatever else. Pokemon. Platoon. I guess it'd be Pokemon at that point.
I feel like Pokemon would have to get its own set.
Yeah, you do an Atlas crossover with all the Persona games.
That'd be freaking sick.
God, imagine that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Cloud Strife. I'm gonna play SpongeBob. I'm gonna play Joker from Persona 5. It could be a demon, like a demon deck or whatever. It's like he's a commander for demons, even though they're personas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Or you can have like SMT with the Demi Fiend and stuff like that. That'd be pretty neat.
Wizards of the Coast. Mar- right now, Microsoft is doing its thing where it'll just whore its properties out to anybody that'll ask for them, kind of like SpongeBob. So why not go ahead and make a Halo set? I am still a bitch that likes that series, despite it not being great as of late.
I feel like they should do a universe beyond Fortnite.
Wait a minute, Fortnite, maybe. Monster Hunter,
That'd be good.
yeah. Dude, every single time a new Monster Hunter game comes out, I'm always tempted because everybody will not shut the fuck up about how good it is.
Yeah.
It's just like months and months of everybody like talking up the new Monster Hunter game. You see, I thought a game called Monster Hunter Wilds already came out, so I'm a little weird about this one coming out now, but that's all anybody's like been talking about online. It's just,
Yeah. Feel that.
dude, I'm tempted, but I feel like it'd take a lot of dedication to get into it, and then I would just really need to stick with it.
Yeah, that's what my brother was kind of saying. I think I would like the Monster Hunter Wild game, but
Mhm.
but I'm just like, I just don't know. I want to put the time and effort into it. And I go, that's
Because
fair.
because in a sense, it is basically a live service.
It is. It's like a single player like live service,
Hey, since we're never getting Silk Song, can we get maybe a Hollow Knight Secret Lair? Why not, dude?
right? I'm just saying, it's like, One Piece is doing all these crossovers right now. Just saying,
Yeah, bring it to Magic the Gathering,
might
dude.
as fucking well.
If the Lakers can get fucking One
Dude,
Piece, then you can too.
I forgot about that until that point. Like, I remember hearing that they did that announcement like
Mhm.
a while ago at this point. But it was just like, and then it was like, and then it happened, and I was just like, and then I saw this, I'm like, what the fuck is? Oh yeah, they forgot they were doing this. It's so weird.
Dude, also Burger King. If fucking Burger King can get a One Piece crossover, but somehow Wizards can't, it's like,
Right?
what are they even doing over there?
Right? I mean, Final Fantasy has its own card game. One Piece got its own card game or whatever. So it's like, might as well just, bleh, why not?
That does give me hope for like other sets like a Yu-Gi-Oh set or like a Disney set because it's like, yeah, those parties already have their own card games, but all these other card games are
Really
getting
cool.
Magic crossovers. Yeah, it's like, why not, dude?
I'm gonna play my Yugi Moto deck.
In Magic the Gathering.
Yep, in Magic the Gathering. And it's a good thing because I'm playing Seto Kaiba.
Dude, imagine like the Yukimoto gets his own like commander deck and it's just all the
Dude, I
cards that he's
want
used throughout the anime.
I want if that happens, I want the four like commander decks to be Yugi Moto, Seto Kaiba, Joey Wheeler, and like there's like a fourth one. I don't even know.
Yume. Or whatever that fucking touch the sky kid is.
Oh, Yuma. I was thinking Jaden at
Yuma.
that point. I was trying to stick with like the original like Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, like
Oh
OG
no, wait
Yu-Gi-Oh,
a
not
minute.
like
The fourth one would be My Valentine.
that's true. You do my have Harpy
Yeah.
ladies.
That is what people typically consider to be like the big four, unless you're doing like Kristen or whatever the fucking
Tristan
girl's
wasn't.
name was.
Tristan dueled like 2 times in the whole series.
So did Yugi's other friend. They were completely worthless. And
Yeah.
then there was what, Duke Devlin?
Yeah, who was like he shows up into the show saying, "I made a new game that was way better than Duel Monsters and stuff like that. Welcome to
Played
Dungeon
once,
Dice Monsters."
plays it once, never goes
Was
back
it
to it.
once, literally never seen again.
There was they could also do Bakura.
Oh yeah,
He was big. Or they could also do Pegasus.
I could.
Man, they didn't use Pegasus enough in
No,
the original series.
no, they didn't.
Such a great villain.
It's also always funny to me that it's just like in reality, it's like Pegasus looks like he's like this old dude that's like he's like spent his entire like life basically making duel monsters. He's like 20 something.
Yeah.
Like what?
Boy.
Exactly. He sounds like he's so fucking old. He
He's
sounds
got
like he's like
silver
some
hair.
weird old dude or whatever. And it's like, no, he's like 20.
He's got
like mid
silver hair
20s.
for Pete's sake.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
I like to think that a majority after like Duelist Kingdom, he's just like chilling in Cancun or some shit. It's like, yes, they just continue to keep making it or whatever. And the money just keeps rolling in.
He's slowly realizing, like, why do I need the soul of this random old man? I don't need this.
Yeah, why
He's looking at like all these like world destroying events happening because of this children's card game. He's just sitting in the back being like, I just sell the stuff, don't look at me.
Yugi Boy will take care of it.
This seems like a someone else problem.
It seems like a Yugi Boy problem. Oh man.
Dude, they could do like multiple magic sets for Yu-Gi-Oh! Then too. It's like then they can do 5Ds. Or what was the second? GX, yeah.
GX 5Ds, and then you can, if you wanted to go into the later ones, I don't think you need to.
You don't. At that point, you stop.
We gotta get Yuya, or not Yuya, fucking Yuma in there.
No, you don't. You don't.
So you gotta high five the sky. It was such a meme that they made a card out of it.
You can we can leave him behind like Yu-Gi-Oh! And everybody else that's ever lived has lived.
But what about Yuya Sakaki or whatever, the Arc 5 protagonist, where he goes, my monsters are ready to swing into action!
Better, because that show didn't sexualize children, but still not good.
Oh, man.
How does that series just keep... we're not going to get into this. This conversation stops now, but how does every iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep getting worse? We had it so peak with the first 3 series.
Dude, I know. Like OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Great. GX, pretty fucking good. 5Ds, getting a little off the rails, but still pretty fucking good.
And then it's motorcycles.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it gets a little out there, but you know what? It was pretty good in the end, so we're gonna stick with it. And then they go Zexal, and you go, what happened? What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Like, sincerely, what happened? And then like Arc 5 happens, and you go, okay. I mean, I guess this is like okay for a little while there, but like, still not great.
What was the Lynx show called?
Vrains. Vrains was actually pretty good.
I heard Vrains was okay.
Until about the second half of the show. The first half is actually really good. Second half, not so much. I was like, I watched all of it, and I'm like, I kind of wish I just stuck. I wish the series kind of ended with Playmaker versus Revolver. But they kept going.
What is the new one called?
Sevens. It's dog shit.
Did they unveil like a whole new look for the cards or whatever?
Yeah.
And they just look super terrible.
Yeah.
Are they still on the speed dueling thing, or have they moved on?
The rush dueling. Yeah.
They're still doing that?
That's the whole gimmick of the show.
Man, not even like Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games are doing that anymore.
No.
They made that, I think, exclusively for the phone game.
Yeah.
But then the new video game came out, like Duelist Kingdom or whatever, and it was just infinitely better.
Yeah. I know Master Duel just like is like celebrating their 3rd anniversary or something like that on Steam.
God, this shit just looks so bad.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I think I gave Sevens like
Master Duel, that was what it was called.
Like 35 episodes, and then I was just like, then they start going like, oh yeah, we're gonna really sexualize this like fifth grader girl, and you go, nope, not okay with that, not okay with that, nope, no siree, nope,
I'm surprised that you lasted that long, to be honest.
Dude, I'm like, why am I still watching this piece of shit? It is so bad. I was like, it couldn't get any worse, right? It did. It's every episode. It was just like, how does this get worse? Yeah, and then I hit that last episode, and I'm like, all right, I'm not okay with this again. I'm instantly not okay with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done. Ugh. Maybe one day we'll get good Yu-Gi-Oh animes again.
Yeah. Dude, so I told you like a long time ago I was getting like way into Castlevania again.
Mhm.
I finally started watching the like the show they came out with, like the anime. That's
Mhm.
still going on apparently, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow,
I
I
think
did
it's
not
on
know
like
that.
on I think it's on like it's a spin-off now called Castlevania Nocturne. I don't know too much about that. I tried watching it again. It's really good. I like I forgot about that completely. Like it's a really like solid series.
Yeah,
Have you
I
ever
remember hearing like they were doing an anime for Castlevania, but I was like, I never really looked into it. I was never a big Castlevania guy myself.
you should watch it if you ever get the time. Like it's actually like worth a solid watch. There's this one really funny scene where he meets Dracula for the first time, and he's just like trying his hardest like to beat the shit out of him, and Dracula just slowly looks down, just like completely unfazed, like, ah, you must be the Belmont. Hits him once in the stomach, immediately goes down.
I know who you are.
You must be one of those sniveling worms. I don't know. It was pretty fucking funny.
Nice.
Speaking of funny, have you watched any good movies recently?
No.
I watched I think I posted about this in David's Discord, but that new Stephen King movie, The Monkey,
Oh,
very
I have no idea what that was.
it's based on a short, like a really obscure short story. A really terrible movie, but super funny. The whole thing is that when this monkey, toy monkey, beats on its drum, like somebody dies, right?
Hmm.
So there's this one scene, like I guess spoilers for anybody that wants to watch The Monkey or whatever. But there's this one scene like near the end, especially because the whole thing is like all the deaths are really like silly or like nonsensical. It's like there's this one scene in the middle of the movie where some electric wires got into this pool at a hotel, and as soon, I mean, the second that the lady hits like the surface of the water, her whole body just explodes.
Okay.
Then there's this one other it was near the end where the guy starts messing with a toy trying to get it to stop or whatever, so it just keeps drumming on its drum like a whole bunch, like so much so the main character looks outside and literally a plane falls out of the sky into the neighboring town, and you see all these random people just on fire for no reason.
Jesus.
I don't know, I laughed pretty hard when I saw that. That was really funny.
I feel like it's really hard to make like something like that like try and be serious. So like you said, it just like comes off funny. Just like, oh yeah, the monkey beats his drum and people die. Ding 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 ding. And then you're just like, what the and then you look outside and yeah, the plane crashed and you're like, oh, ding 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 ding, and you're like, ah, monkey beats.
They understood the assignment. They knew it's going to be really hard to make this shit scary. So let's just go completely off the rails with this.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Again, bad movie. I just like it because I'm a sociopath or
I feel
psychopath
like
or whatever.
anything like other than like the it movies or whatever, it's like
Mhm.
everything with like Stephen King's been made into a movie just feels like it's not good. I mean, I guess The Shining is
I
also there,
mean,
but like that's not.
yeah,
Well, isn't it come like completely different from the book?
it is pretty completely different from the book. Here's the thing, though: the book is still good. It's like I've read a bunch of King stuff, like uh, the show for 2263. Some King fans are going to hate me for saying this. It is bad. It is a bad TV show. the book is incredible. Same thing with like Under the Dome. Uh, the last couple iterations of Pet Cemetery in movies have just not been good, and the book was so good. It's like it's not like Stephen King is not giving these directors anything to work with. It's like there's a lot there. You're just not using it right.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It that just goes for a lot of books that are based off movies that are based off books, though too. It's like
Yeah.
you get the rare good one, like your It's, you get your Dunes,
Well, and Dune
yeah,
took a
like the
while as well.
yeah. The first time they did that was not good at all.
Yeah.
Then there was what was the other? The Martian was really good, based on a really good book. But aside from that, there's just like not a lot of good examples of properties like that out there, which is sad. Like as soon as Game of Thrones tried doing its own original stuff and started deviating from the books more,
Yeah.
just how quickly that series just completely fell off the rails.
Dude, yeah, it's so crazy to me. It's like from like when that movie or when that series like started
Mhm,
to the very end, it's like I'd hear. I mean, obviously we had friends who were into it, but it's like at the
mhm.
same time, it's like I'd hear all the time about Game of Thrones or whatever, and people would talk about it all the time. After that final season, I didn't hear anyone talk about it ever again. Basically, like it's crazy to me how sour of a taste that the last like season left people.
Well, it's because they had to start right. All the good shit was based off of the amazing books, and George R. R. Martin. They came to him and they're like, "Hey, we need you to give us stuff to work with. You know, we have a TV show to make here." And it's like, "Okay, well, the books aren't done. Like, the fuck do you want me to do? I'm not Brandon Sanderson. I'm not Stephen King. The books will be done when they're done." So they just had to scramble and try and make their own shit, and it
So
just did
never is
not
what I'm
work.
hearing then.
He'll hopefully eventually come release the rest of the books in that
Maybe
series,
one day.
but yeah, never is very possible too. He is
Mm.
quite old and
That's what I
man.
always keep thinking. I'm just like, it's been how many years at this point, and it's still not out.
That one interview that he had with Stephen King where he was like, "How do you write so many books so fast?" And he was never going to do it because Stephen King is respectful, but I was just praying that he was just going to say, "How the fuck do you write books so slow?" And but with a lot of these movies that are based off books, it's like you have all these good movies, but it feels like they're always the exception that proves the rule because the same kind of thing applies to video games too, you know?
Hmm.
You can have like a lot of really good you have your Marios and Sonic the Hedgehogs, but then you have shit like
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider and I remember I think you said you liked it, but Borderlands.
I said it was okay. It wasn't a good
Okay.
movie. It wasn't good. Like it wasn't
Oh
the
no,
greatest thing.
Minecraft would have been a better example. I
Yeah,
can already tell you that movie's going to be bad.
it's
Hasn't even
yeah,
fucking come out yet.
yeah. It's just like I was like I just in my head I was like I see the nightmare of Jack Black stepping out of a portal going, I am Steve. Well, that's a real stinker.
Have you seen the toys that they put out for the Minecraft movie?
No,
They are hideous. It's
it
like
does not surprise me at all.
they have a Steve action figure, and it's not Steve from Minecraft, mind you. It's literally just like an action figure of Jack Black with a blue shirt on. It's like, what kid is gonna want this? It is. I need to
Oh
find a picture of it.
man.
It is so shitty looking.
Oh God.
Yeah, are you looking at it now?
Yeah. Oh
It
God.
is. It is so bad.
Oh God.
Like, what kid is gonna ask for this on like is going to ask Santa for this and be like super happy once he gets us on Christmas morning and like, oh, thanks Santa, it's an old fat guy. Thanks. I guess. Like this image, this is the one that I saw.
Oh, better off just going with just like normal Minecraft stuff.
It should have just been an animated movie.
Or that.
We've been saying that since the beginning. Look
Yeah.
at how haunting that shit is.
Yeah, that's the picture I saw too. God, it is. It's like, and you can see, obviously, it's like you can tell very obviously that this is Photoshop because there's no way this little girl would be like this excited for, oh, look, it's Minecraft Steve getting chased by a creeper.
Yeah, it does not take a whole lot of effort with. How do you fumble up something like this badly?
Because they don't care anymore. Nobody gives a shit.
But why? It's like if fucking Sonic the Hedgehog can make it work, if
because they
Mario
actually
can
give a shit.
Well, then give a shit.
Exactly.
You make money when you give a fuck.
Yeah, but it's Minecraft, so regardless, it's going to make money regardless. So why care about something you don't give a shit about?
I'm not sure that's true because
it will make money. We all know it's going to make money.
So many people have just been like, everybody I've heard talk about this, like even kids, has just been clowning on it the entire time.
Yeah, but you're gonna have like the little kids or whatever with like parents that don't know any better that are just gonna go take their kid to it.
Yeah, and I hate that, man. I hate when this low effort trash makes money.
See, and that's where I was like really upset about the Borderlands film because I'm like, you have something really cool with like the whole Borderlands series and stuff like that. Literally, just make Borderlands 2 into a movie and it'd be so fucking good.
You guys just need to try like a little bit harder
and
give at least a little bit more of a
and
shit.
Don't just typecast like people because you think, oh, Kevin Hart's funny or whatever, or like Cate Blanchett's gonna be cool for Lilith, and I'm like, no.
You don't need. I hate this trend too. You don't need like these big, like massive, Hollywood, actors. It's like. I'm sure there are so many people that could have filled the role of Roland.
Oh, easily.
It's like, and if you really wanted to get like Hollywood people, there are better fits for all these roles. Get someone get people that really like Borderlands and really care about the series to make this movie. That's all you need to do. It's what I don't think that's. I was gonna say that's what they did for Sonic, but I'm not terribly confident that's true, so I'm not going to say that.
But it at least feels like the director and the writers like understood and was like super excited to do like Sonic basically, and like
it does now. For the first movie, it was basically Sonic the Hedgehog put in place of the fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks. But for 2 and 3, they did feel like good, legit Sonic the Hedgehog things. And the example I was going to use is for the MonsterVerse movies, they got like a big Godzilla fan. Yeah. It's been working out amazingly for them.
Yeah.
It's just sad, dude.
Just that it's like when you give these projects to like people who like are like super invested, super interested and want to do these characters correct, like right and everything like that. Movies end up really well and stuff like that. When they were like decided that for Sonic 3 they were going to do Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm just like, and they fucking nailed it. Like, cannot stress that enough. Absolutely 100% nailed it. Keanu was perfect for that role and everything like that is great.
That's why this shit pisses me off so much.
I know.
They made Shadow the Hedgehog work. You cannot look at me and tell me you can't make Minecraft work.
If you would have told me like 10 years ago that like Marvel movies are like struggling at the moment and like the big like in video game franchises with Sonic the Hedgehog leading the way with Sonic and Shadow, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way that's true. Like there's no fucking way that's true.
Here we are. this has got to be like my biggest, casting grievance of all time. Why the fuck are why anybody that's in the Minecraft movie cast in it?
It's a great
It's like
question.
I don't understand why Jason Momoa is in it. Like, first off, I kind of understand why Jack Black is in there, but why is he Minecraft Steve?
Why was Jack Black also Claptrap when all he was a voice, and you could have just used the Claptrap voice actor the whole time?
Because people know Jack Black right now. What like big franchise was he in recently, other than Borderlands and Minecraft? He was in a big.
I mean, he was Bowser.
He was Bowser. I think that's what most people are getting this from. It's like, okay, if he can do Bowser, okay, clearly he can do fucking Minecraft Steve, I guess. I don't know. That's where I'm getting this anyway.
Everyone just
I think
remembers the Bowser, and then just remembers the Peaches song, and then it was just like, yep, that's it.
I think everybody has just been really hype on Jack Black recently. I'm not sure how he managed to do that.
And
And
now,
now
right
that
now, I
trend
feel
is
like it's swinging back the opposite way. I feel like a lot of people are sick of Jack Black at the moment.
oh, absolutely. I think this Minecraft movie is kind of the thing that's broken that.
Yeah, this is gonna be the crux. This is where we're reaching over the side of the cliff right now. This might be it.
With this and Borderlands, I feel like a lot of people are just like, dude, I love you, but what are you doing here?
Yeah. Yep. It's just an odd. It's just odd.
Yeah.
It's like at some point, like, sometimes you see like certain actors or whatever and just like everything, and you're just like, all right, this is pretty cool. And then like you just continually see them in everything, and you're like, all right, that's enough for that now.
That was that one Guardians of the Galaxy actor for a long time,
Oh,
wasn't it?
Chris Pratt.
Also in the Mario. Chris Pratt, yeah.
Yeah,
Also in the Mario movie,
it's true.
weirdly enough.
It's true.
Just for a while, everyone was all about Chris Pratt because he's so cool.
He's just so cool. Oh man, never gonna forget that.
Hmm.
Nintendo just sitting there, and here's the casting lineup for the Mario movie, and now we have Mario, and it has played as Chris Pratt because he's just so cool. Couldn't think of anything better, huh?
And that still bothers me.
Man.
The movie's come out and he did fine.
Is okay, yeah,
Can we? I just wish it was Charles Martinet, man.
dude.
I
I
just
know.
wanted that.
I think it would have been really cool to do like a Mario movie where Mario just doesn't talk. Like I think that'd be pretty cool. It's just like he just goes Yahoo.
That would be really funny,
That'd be so funny.
dude. If they ever make a Half-Life movie, never let Gordon Freeman talk ever.
Oh, that'll
He
never
has to stay
happen.
silent throughout the entire thing.
Too bad that'll just never. That's why I'm like, they're making a fucking Legend of Zelda movie. How the fuck are they gonna have Link talk? They can't have Link talk, right?
Yeah.
Like they better be like the fairy that just goes, "Hey."
I feel like unlike the Mario movie, they're gonna try and go really artsy for that.
Yeah, it's got to be right.
It feels like it has to be especially after like the whole Breath of the Wild and how it took so much inspiration from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Now there is no fucking way in any universe ever is Studio Ghibli gonna work on a Legend of Zelda movie.
No, that was
We're
just that
just
was
gonna
like what everyone was like. It was just like this would be like the dream scenario.
Yeah, we're just gonna set that aside completely.
Nope, never
Zero
happening.
possibility.
Never happening.
No, never happening. I feel like at least in that like vein or style though. Like I feel like they're not gonna do a Mario movie-esque feeling like Legend of Zelda film. The
No.
two franchises are just too different.
Yeah.
Still though, it's exciting that we know that's happening at least.
Yeah. How many like that was they announced that around the same time as like the Mario movie, didn't they? Like when the Mario movie came out.
I think so. Yeah,
Thought so. It's been a couple years since then.
man, that's gonna be a weird Nintendo Direct. They announced like the cast for the Legend of Zelda movie. Everyone's like, well, who's gonna be Link? You didn't say that. Oh, no one's gonna be Link. Link doesn't talk.
I hope they just use like the lines
Sorry.
from like the game or whatever, where for just like the sounds, where he just yeah.
Dude, imagine the movie comes out and they do like a running gag where every time he tries to talk, like that stupid fucking fairy or whatever is so annoying.
He's like, hey,
Just yeah, just
hey,
everyone
listen.
interrupts him at the last minute.
That's how the movie ends or whatever. It's just like, oh, they rescue Zelda or whatever. He's about to speak and he goes, hey, movie's over, bitch.
The very last thing he says to Princess Zelda is just as he's walking away is like, "You're welcome." Just leaves.
I feel like if Link talks, it's gonna be like
Yeah.
when Pikachu talked in that one movie or whatever, where everyone just lost their fucking mind.
I mean, at least Link has the ability to
I
talk,
understand
okay?
that, but it's still weird.
It's still weird. I get that.
That's like one of my top like three favorite like moments in when watching a movie was watching that Pokemon movie and like Pikachu just starts talking and we're like, fucking what?
I remember seeing like reactions of people who went to that shit and just everyone being like, "What? No,
right,
no!"
right.
Just like
Oh,
everyone
man.
was so angrily reacting and just shutting that down immediately.
It's like if they wanted Pikachu to talk, they should have done it in like the Pokemon 2000 or whatever, where like Ash dies because he gets hit by Mew and Mewtwo's blast and gets turned to stone. Nope, didn't do that then there. So why do it now?
Man, I keep forgetting that the Detective Pikachu movie was a thing.
Right?
I saw a clip just randomly on YouTube of that today, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a movie that exists. That's fun.
Was there a sequel planned for that one? Or was
I
it?
think there was for like the longest time that they were going to do
Yeah,
another
I think they've
Detective
scrapped
Pikachu.
that since, but God, that'd be wild to think about.
Like, why? That movie made money. That movie made a lot of money.
Yeah, I just think that they were just like, I don't know if we see a lot of value in this.
I mean, they can keep making Pokemon movies, even if it's not Detective Pikachu, but I don't know.
Have they started like a new? Did I see that they're starting like a new like Pokemon anime or whatever? That's like not
But
with Ash or whatever.
did they ever stop the old one?
Yeah,
I
they retired Ash, and then I don't think they've made episodes since.
really,
Yeah,
I have not heard about this at all.
I thought I heard that they were making like a new Pokemon anime or with like new protagonists or whatever.
Oh yeah, look at that, Pokemon Horizons.
This is supposed to return this February.
All they need to do is not make this kid like Yuma, and they'll do just fine. Looks like it's already in quite a bit. They've already got a full season of under their belt. It looks like.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of it at all?
No,
Is
I
it
was just
any good?
I have no idea. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I like how the first thing I look up when I look up new Pokemon series, Ash Ketchum returns in the new Pokemon anime.
Turns out he's the professor now.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it could be kind of neat. I'll be honest with you.
It'd be kind of like in Boruto, seeing Naruto as a Hokage.
If only Boruto was good.
Yeah. Wait a minute, didn't you guys like that series?
Boruto?
Yeah.
I gave it 50 episodes and I said this is fucking terrible.
Oh, okay, good. I feel less bad about calling it trash then.
Oh, it's fucking. It was awful. The best parts were like when there was like one fight that like Naruto and Sasuke had to team up to like beat this one dude or whatever. And then Naruto's be like, I'm going to be the good dad. Here you go, Boruto. Here's my big Rasen Shuriken or whatever. Go throw it at the bad guy. And then look, you're the winner. You did the thing. And you're like, no. And then it went really downhill from there.
I haven't watched the series myself. I've seen a bunch of shit about it. There is the only scene I've ever seen in its entirety is when he find out his son was cheating in the Chunin exams.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking like, what a pathetic loser do you have to be to fucking cheat in the goddamn Chunin exams?
Yeah, because they have like modern day technology now in the Naruto world, so he has like this thing that allows him to like basically do jutsu for him, and I'm just like, well, that's man,
and you're
fucking loser, and you're the son of the Hokage,
and you're gonna do this in the Chunin exams, and as soon as your dad, rightfully may I add,
calls you out for it.
Calls you out for it and disqualifies you, you're gonna be like, oh well, fuck you, Dad. You don't ever spend any time with me. You're a shitty father. Nyeh. I needed to use this dumb little contraption.
Because you wouldn't show me you wouldn't train me and shit. Oh boy.
He had to have like the most resources available to him ever. He's the son of the Hokage. How many like different like ninja would be willing to train Boruto if he was just being like, oh hey, can you teach me stuff? Sure, fuck it. It's like, why do you need your dad to do it? He's kind of busy leading a fucking country. Sorry, I got heated there. I don't like talking about Boruto.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I was like, I think I gave it like 50 something episodes or whatever, and I was like, there were some points where I was just like, oh, I mean, this is okay, and then there were some episodes that were like, well, that was dog shit. That was so bad.
Here's the thing: if it was, I think that series is done now too, right?
Didn't I believe so. I can't. If it's still going, I'd be amazed, to be honest with you.
The weird thing about Boruto is, if it was just like a special or a movie or something, it's like, sure, I can deal with that. Why not? Isn't it almost as long as like Shippuden was? Like it was
300 episodes, baby.
A really, really long series, like longer than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Naruto, though, too. Like, give me what your perspective is on this. I think it kind of has like there really isn't a name for this, but I call it like the Master Chief Skywalker problem, right? It has this one protagonist that you're just really connected to, and you have this big series with like a really well-established world. You can go anywhere in it. Why not just, pick a new protagonist that has no connection to Naruto or whatever? Like, make someone from the hidden, Sand Village or the village hidden in the mist or whatever as the next, Naruto protagonist. In Star Wars, why don't they create a new hero that has no connection to the Skywalkers? In the Halo universe, why not just move on from Master Chief? I've never just... I don't know. What's your...
I see your point, and I think it's very valid. It's like, oh yeah, you have like this, and the thing is like with everything you just said, it's like they have big expanded worlds and stuff like that. Like they could, they just don't want to because it's, I guess, too much of a risk, which I think is just stupid. But
yeah.
Sitting there going just like, but if there's a lot to work with, then why not just do it? Or especially when it comes to like Naruto, it's like, dude, instead of just making Naruto Hokage at the end of Shippuden, like just make another series where it's just like that shows like Naruto like as an adult, building up to become the Hokage and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, he's the big hero of the war and stuff like that. But it's like there's more that you can do with that. I feel like potential other threats you could make.
Or even if he was like, say it was this series, but he was the protagonist. It's like, imagine like it's showing like his struggles as the leader of the Leaf Village now, and trying to balance his home life. Imagine like it's showing what he's going through when he finds out his kid is cheating in the tuning exams, like all this other stuff. It's like there is, I think, a lot of potential. They just didn't really go for that.
No, they just decided to, yeah, Naruto's Hokage now or whatever. It's always my fear with, I know it will never happen, but with like One Piece, it's like, oh, all of a sudden Oda's just gonna go like, oh, we made it to Laugh Tale or whatever. Here's the One Piece. We did it.
I mean, no, that's
never gonna happen, but
it's going to be a big, big epic conclusion when One Piece finally does end. Here's the thing with Oda too. I have full confidence that once One Piece over, he's just gonna be done.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like we're not gonna get more stuff in the One Piece universe. It's gonna be One Piece.
No, like
and
maybe
nothing else.
Maybe a short epilogue that he does, but like that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine. I mean, the guy spent like 30 some years at this point. Has it been 30 years at this point? I don't know, probably close to it. Yeah, whatever. It's just like, by the time it probably ends, it'll be 30 plus years.
The anime, anyway, it came out in 1997. When did the
manga start being made?
Let's take a look.
Is that, yeah, like the anime was like, what was it, 99?
Yeah, I think it was 97. It's been serialized since 1997. Yeah, okay, so
97. Yeah, it's like,
so it's been almost 30 years now.
Yeah.
28 years.
Probably in realistic with everything that's going on in One Piece right now, and potentially how long it will take before we see the end of it. That's at least 3 years, right?
Yeah.
2 to 3 years, probably.
I do not see One Piece ending in the with. Take a step back, Alex. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. I don't see it ending before 3 years, I should say.
Yeah.
I think it still has a little bit to go.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be...
still so much to do.
I like and respect how One Piece is just sticking to its guns. You know, we don't need a billion spin-offs. It's like, we have our series, it's good, we're gonna keep with it.
Yeah.
Fucking good. Great.
If
not doing anything to piss anyone off yet.
If you ever worried about if Oda was just gonna say, oh, I'm done with One Piece or whatever, hey, here he finds One Piece and it's over. Those doubts have long been passed in my mind.
It's like there is no chance in hell. Like, even no matter how much Shonen begs him, it's like there's no chance that he does what like fucking Boruto is doing. It's like, we're not gonna have a sequel series called Two Piece about his kids or whatever. It's like, what? Nobody needs that. Nobody wanted this either, but we got it. Sorry, I swear it. There's so many times on this podcast where we just circle around to complaining about the same shit. I swear I've ranted about Boruto like 3 times.
Look, man, it's worth ranting about.
I'm so, to our audio listeners, I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
I swear to God, if Magic gets a Naruto crossover and Boruto is one of the featured cards, I'm going to fucking lose it.
Right?
That'll be the day I put Magic down and never play it again.
And that's just it. Naruto will be the next universe beyond after after Avatar.
They create 4 commander decks. One of them is Naruto, and another one is Boruto.
Oh, yeah, you have the partner. They're the partner commanders, where Naruto and Boruto.
God, I'd be fucking pissed. Instead of Naruto and Sasuke,
yeah, not Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto and Boruto.
I would be. They would not hear the end of that ever.
No, they would never hear the end of that.
For fuck's sake!
Oh my God. Oh man.
Dude, if they want to do a Lee and Guy partner commander, I'm all for that. Do that. I'd be so
I hope
down.
they have like an ability called the power of youth.
Yes.
Where it's like if Mike Guy and Rock Lee are on the battlefield at the same time, they get like +10 in trample.
Dude, they
Oh,
could
you
have
know
like
what? I would want Mike Guy to be like a leveling thing where it's like opening the 8 inner gates or something like that.
that would be so fucking cool.
That'd be so fucking neat.
They could have stuff like an enchantment that called
No,
dynamic entry.
just
Gives
have it
everything
do what they're
haste.
doing with the summons from Final Fantasy, where he's just an enchantment creature that each of the sagas is opening another gate.
That'd be so
That'd be so
fucking
sick.
Dude, there's so much flavor there.
There's so much you can do.
So do
Oh.
that. Just leave Boruto out of it.
Just
You
do
have two
Naruto and
series you can
only the
work
things
with.
about Naruto. We don't care about Boruto. Screw that shit.
Yeah. But do One Piece first.
Yeah, do One Piece first though.
Yeah. You hear that? Multimillionaires that run Wizards of the Coast.
Look,
Listen
Wizards,
to
I'm
our
just
ideas,
saying, you like making
bitches.
money. You like the Final Fantasy set was really good. Lord of the Rings set was really good. Now, how much? Now, realistically, if they were doing a universe beyond One Piece, is that the point now where that would beat out the Lord of the Rings series for like just popularity in general?
Oh, damn. That's a hard
That's
one,
a
dude.
toughie, man. Like
I
I
was
feel
gonna
like
say,
One Piece is blown up, especially in very recent years.
I was gonna say, well, like everyone loves Lord of the Rings. It's like, well, everyone loves One Piece
Everyone
too.
loves One Piece too.
Is the thing, yeah. Fuck, that'd be hard.
Because like the people who love One Piece will go hard into the set.
Yeah. I mean, it's popular enough that it got its own card game too. Is the thing.
Got its own card game. It's got the live action to go off of too now, and it's like they're something. The One Piece fans just eating good. We've been eating good,
We're gonna eat good for the next few years,
dude. I know, right? I feel like we
dude.
say
For
it.
One Piece,
Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say for One Piece fans, I feel like after the anime or the series ends, though, we're just gonna be like those fish at the end of Finding Nemo, where it's just what?
Yeah, now
It's
what?
like, oh yeah, that was awesome, best thing ever, and now it's over.
Now what?
Yeah.
I've always dreaded that day when One Piece ends, where it's like I want to see the end, I want to see how it ends and stuff like that, but at the same time I go, but it's gonna be sad. Like it's over. Oh. Like I was just like I'm like it'll just hit so hard. I feel like I'm like, oh my god.
It'll be like what we experience is what like so many Marvel fans experienced with Endgame, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's leading up to this big thing, big like massive nerdgasm happens, and then we're just kind of like, huh. Well, I guess it's over now. That's fun. Except for Marvel, it's like for Marvel fans that shit kept going. For One Piece fans, it's gonna be hard because like, oh, it's just over.
That's when I'm gonna go. I'll go back and actually rewatch One Piece basically, and then just go and just see what little nuggets that like Oda left behind to just like that like foreshadowed the end and stuff like that, or like now knowing what the One Piece is or whatever, will it change my perspective on like the series as a whole?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, it could. It's just like I can't imagine like, back in like 1999, like watching One Piece and then like 2027 or whenever when it's finally over. It's just like, just saying like, oh yeah, now it's done or whatever. Shit. And just like the level of just like, I don't know, like you just like, wow, this is this journey felt like so much longer than it was in like reality.
We're going to be Ghost once Sora got put in Smash Brothers, where we
Yeah.
just kind of have to rethink our whole lives for a little bit.
Well, it's like when we in one of the recent chapters or whatever, when Robin reunited with Saul, and it's just like, it feels so good, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was like one of my top 10 moments, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm getting teary eyed here, and it's just like, damn. And I was like, I remember watching this like when it came out. Basically, like I was like, that's how long I've been a One Piece fan. Like I remember when this was animated, like watching Water 7 when it was the newest shit at the time. And I'm just like, and then here we are 20 years later. And you're like, fuck. Also, I know the anime comes back in a month, and I'm so not ready for it. So not ready.
Yeah, you nervous? Feel like the feels are gonna get you?
I'm just gonna be like, I don't think my brain will ever be ready for what's about to come, what's about to happen. I was like, man, reading those chapters, I'm like, I ugly cried, and I'm like, then they're gonna animate that shit. I'm gonna double ugly cry. I'm gonna need a whole fucking box of tissues.
You want to call it there? We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to me.
So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, listening. Appreciate you guys so much. If you can, we are on audio platforms like Spotify.
Yeah.
Am I right, or am I talking about? Yes.
No,
Okay, we are.
Yeah.
It's good. So maybe head over there, give us a good little rating, or if you're just listening here, maybe just tell your friends about us, or maybe just come back next time.
We got like 50 some episodes or whatever. I realized we hit like episode 50 like 2 episodes ago or whatever. That was pretty neat. 4 episodes ago now. That was pretty neat.
We're just a couple of cool nerds that like talking about stuff, and we appreciate you joining us. I am Alex. Over there is Andrew. I think I'm not sure.
One of the two. Yeah, whatever.
In one of those directions.
One of those directions.
And I don't remember if we did an intro. We may have.
We did not, but it's all right.
Well, no, you know. Thanks for listening.
We're professional podcasters, definitely professional podcasters. We're doing it. We do everything right by the book and everything like that. Definitely don't go off script whatsoever. Anytime we don't circle around to the same like 5 topics all the time. It's okay.
No, absolutely not. We just talked about
even though we did like the same 3 topics we've done like for the past 50 episodes.
Want to talk about Avatar again next week?
Yeah, and let's also bitch about Marvel movies again. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to tell some friends or whatever, and do all that fun stuff. Like I said, professional podcasters. Definitely 100% professional. Anyway.
Thanks for dropping by. Bye-bye.